Albert Neri, the mysterious, sharp and attentive silent person from The Godfather, was always a character so appealing to the audience. Even though he wasn't one of the major characters in the Godfather series, he is one of the most intriguing. Al Neri was compared with Luca Brasi in both the book and the film. Al Neri, on the other hand, has a relatively distinct personality. He has many characteristics with Luca Brasi, including being Sicilian, physically enormous, though not quite as striking as Luca, powerful and endowed with an eerie set of reflexes. Like Luca, he had no fear of anyone. He was indeed married to a woman he cherished and treated properly, and he's much more balanced in his temperament when dealing with others on a daily basis. In the New York City Police Department, he also served as an upright but tough police officer, giving him the chance to administer his own brand of justice. When he was an NYPD cop, Neri would frequently swing his flashlight on the heads of young Italians, telling them how shameful they made the image of Italian men and would break the windshields of people who disobeyed the rules of the road. When he brutally beat his adolescent nephew for insulting his mother, Neri's sister, while he was visiting, his wife Rita left him out of fear of his temper. Shortly after murdering the drug kingpin and pimp Wax Baines, who killed and scarred a 25-year-old black woman, a young black girl, and then attacked a 12-year-old and left her with permanent scars, she would have also been dead if Neri didn't interfere. Neri was found guilty of voluntary manslaughter. He was afterwards immediately removed from duty. He was shocked that he would face punishment for killing such an animal. His father-in-law made contact with the Corleone family and requested their intervention, and in order to return the favor, Neri accepted to divorce Rita. Tom Hagen and Peter Clemenza planned Neri's release from prison because they saw potential in the young man. Neri impresses Michael sufficiently that he puts him on the fast track to become his enforcer, much like Vito did with Luca, despite the fact that it is prohibited for anyone who has ever worked as a police officer to become a made man. He's brought into Clemenza's team by Michael, and Neri quickly gained his fortune by killing rival crime lord Emilio Barzini. The novel's backstory starts with Neri getting ready to kill Barzini that morning. He's wearing his own police uniform, which brought back the memories and experiences that have brought him to this point in time. All the same steps are made just as meticulous as once he was a law enforcement officer. All the moving components of his .38 service revolver were lubricated and prepared for the duty at hand. His outfit was spotless. His shoes and badge shone brilliantly. Neri's aware of the irony of performing this act while wearing his old police outfit. Despite the irony and memories it evokes, it only strengthens his resolve to complete the task at hand because he knew that assassinating Barzini, their greatest foe, is the key to the Corleone's family return to the pinnacle of power. Although Neri also killed Mo Green in the novel, an unidentified shooter was the one who killed him in the movie. Al receives a promotion to Capo Regime when Salvatore Tessio is slain for double-crossing the Corleone family. Neri realized that he had been saved and set on the trial for his ultimate fate by those who saw his capacity and had rewarded him for it. Thus, he reciprocated with an almost modest graciousness and loyalty. Al's a different type of enforcer. You wouldn't recognize his face, and he could easily blend into the background. Al appeared to be a lawyer when he wore a pricey suit. He would pass for a driver if he were wearing a cheap suit. He didn't draw much notice when he was with Michael. Vito and Michael had completely different styles. Michael didn't need a bulldog to scare people. He accomplished it just by his scary look. But when it came to carrying out a crucial homicide of the New York Don of Dons or a covert killing of his own Don's brother, Al was just as lethal, vicious, and successful as Luca. Despite not having the appearance of one, he was an unparalleled bodyguard. Neri fit Michael's approach better than Brasi because he was significantly more sophisticated and intelligent. Michael trusted Neri, so he went to meetings which not even Tom Hagen was authorized to attend. Al Neri was also close by no matter where Michael Corleone was. And they had this unspoken understanding, like in the scene when Michael hugged Fredo and looked silently at Neri to order his death. It's as if Neri was saying that he acknowledges Michael's need as well as his struggle. He will fulfill his request without needing to hear the words from him since he's too honorable to ever ask. This action is too heavy for Michael's conscience to bear, so Neri took the burden on himself for being the loyal person that he is. Maybe that understanding is a result of Al Neri and Michael being somehow similar. They both used to be straight, but their views have evolved due to the world that they witnessed and gradually became someone from the murky side. Neri shot Michael's brother Fredo in the back of the head when they were on Lake Tahoe and then dumped the body overboard. The only ones who knew that Neri killed Fredo were Michael, his wife, and his kid. Everyone else was misled to believe that Fredo had perished in the lake. Neri oversaw the protection procedures for all of Michael's businesses in Las Vegas by the 1950s. By 1979, Al had become Michael's deputy and his personal companion of the world's richest men. 20 years had passed since the events of the second movie, and Michael returned to New York and was working to make the Corleone family a legitimate business. Joey Zaza, the lone survivor from Michael's illicit activities and Corleone's former enforcer, purchased the rackets Corleone had sold off. Neri, continuing to protect Michael, assisted Michael's nephew Vincent Mancini in killing Zaza at a festival while Michael was unconscious due to a diabetic stroke. Regardless of having Connie's blessing, Michael was not thrilled and told Neri and Vincent never to do something like that again for as far as he continued to live. Al Neri was an improvement despite the fact that Luca Brasi had the more dreadful reputation in Vito's world. He possessed a considerably stronger sense of good and wrong than Luca did, which fit Michael and the Corleone family's morals wonderfully. He was also much more stable mentally than Luca was. Although he was mainly brave as well, he was also cautious enough to avoid getting into a predicament similar to that one that killed Luca. And no one ever questioned his commitment since Michael had granted him the recognition he believed the entire world had denied him and provided him with a comfortable life. Michael never had to worry about him escaping his supervision. His appearance in The Godfather 3 proves that Neri is with the family till the end. So who do you like more as the enforcer, Neri or Luca?